Hello and welcome back to Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles Shredded Revenge. Now today we're going to play episode, I think we're on episode 10? Yeah, episode 10, which is called A Few Screws Loose, Silicone Alley. Now we'll see how this goes. This is a more difficult one. I have played kind of through this once and died. So this is my second attempt. Maybe I should have, but I decided to re-record the video, which is it's kind of frustrating when you die. I've made a mission to try and keep these videos as short as possible for you guys. When I did it, I didn't want to have very long on this series, at least very long videos. Maybe a time when I do longer videos, but certainly in this series, I wanted to keep my video content relatively short. So when I die, it kind of fills that a little bit, hence the re-recording of the footage, the second attempt. That's however me. I know what's coming up, which is nice. There are some new enemies in this, which are frustrating, shall we say. You'll see them coming up soon. Hopefully the second time round I'm able to do a little bit more against them and get rid of them a bit quicker. We shall see. I doubt it, because they are, unlike in the past with new enemies, which we have been easily be able to work out, these are a little bit more difficult, I'd say. Test them again. I really want to get there. Right. Get you there. That's what you got to do. I didn't really want to use that there, but however, I didn't want to keep having to keep. So these guys, that is an interesting thing in this, is where they drop bombs, which will become clear later on, trust me. Annoying boss at the end, shall we say. Yeah, again, like I always say, I love the aesthetics on this game. I think it is made brilliantly. I would say if it wasn't, I'm not, but these are the new enemies. They are, shall we say, a little more annoying. They aren't. I know. Kind of found a way of, you just have to kind of approach them. They look more kind of scary than they are. I feel like very hard and difficult. That's just me, my lack of skill at this game. Yeah, the best way is to just kind of approach them, and they kind of produce these little dogs once they die. Nice novel little thing, I guess. Yeah, I make some of the bosses look harder than they need to be. That is for sure. I mean, some of them are hard. That is fair to say, but not as hard as I tend to make them here. But I'm not claiming to be great. That is one thing I have never done. I'm just going to show you the content, so you make your own decision if you want to play the game. That is generally the purpose of this series, was just to play through it in my own kind of time. And if people want to play it in their own, play the game, then it's up to them. At least you can kind of see, make your own judgment on it. I like it. I think it's a fun game. Even when you die, it's still fun. Frustrating, obviously, but nevertheless, it's one of the more fun games that I've played. And so, continuation sometimes of these series, especially, starting out, you don't always get the amount of views that you wish you would get, and it might be easier to drop a series and try something else. But this is just fun to play. I've stuck at it perhaps longer than I would have done previously. There's been level of success that we're getting from it. Hopefully we should see an upturn in audio today as well. I've got a new microphone, a bit of an upgrade. One of the things I didn't like about the videos I was putting out was the audio. It seemed quite unnatural. So instead of talking through a headset now, I've got an actual microphone, which hopefully you should see an upturn in quality. Yes, the budget BB-8s are back. I mentioned that in the previous run through this. I haven't mentioned it yet, but if I ever had any merchandise, budget BB-8 would be one of them. Great Star Wars character. I had time to get that. You really wanted that. Last time I did that, I took a lot of damage from that. I think I just assumed that I wasn't getting any damage, and then suddenly I was getting damage. Killed 6 robots defeating using super attacks. Usually get penalized for using super attacks. It says you have failed a challenge. In this particular one, it likes you to use it. If that isn't a contradiction, I don't know what is. I'm going to assume that these bombs, like I said, these bombs will become clear in the near future. Why kind of kills his own people, so it's kind of a strange. I like that though. I like the fact that you can them dropping the bombs does attack their own people as well. I mean, it doesn't necessarily help me get my combos up if you like, but sometimes it's, you know, if someone else is going to kill the enemies for you, then I'm not naive to say I want you to do that. Like, bring it on. We've got through without actually dying yet. As I said, it's about to die. I think that's the first death, so that's not so bad. As long as we can get through to the boss with 1 life left, I think we should have enough. That is the general rule of thumb, I think, for this game. I haven't done that yet. I can still die, and probably will, knowing my luck. Generally, I think if you can get through to the boss with 1 health life left, I think you should be okay. I stick by that notion because it's kind of winning formula. Obviously, ideally, you wouldn't want to die at all. I think, to be honest about the skill level presented here, that's a bit of an over-exaggeration to assume that I'm going to survive constantly. I did. Oh, I got them both with that. Super attack. That is a super attack. I think that was a new one. I think, to be honest, I think it's more me that doesn't know how to use these new unlocked attacks rather than they're not easily presented. I think I just sort of assume that they are hard to use, but I think if I jump and press Y, I think it easily picks it up, and it's just naturally finding it difficult. Now we're on the boss. I should I think it was Metalhead. I think that went very quickly, and I was enjoying this talking too much to actually pay much attention to what I said on the screen. Often I don't pretty good at that, so I apologise. Oh. There's some classic kind of boss. I mean, I do like the fact that this uses the bombs. I think it's a cool. We have had this kind of thing in the past. You can hit attack it when it's dropping the bombs. I think you just have to try and avoid them as much as possible. Wish you were able to. This one presents this as like a secondary enemies if you like as well, which is again is not necessarily uncommon in bosses. I think they vary themselves quite well. Try not to take as little as damage as possible. Just basically jumping out of the way is the best approach. We are getting there, I think. Too many of those kind of thrust hands, if you like, or I don't know what you'd even call those hands, but we don't want to take too many of them, whatever terminology you want to use for it. You don't want to take too many blows from it. We're getting some health from him. I don't know if time will tell whether doing well or not. It's very hard to tell. Stage. So I guess at some point, yes, at some point he's going to drop these bombs again. Going to take some of his own people out. That's I do like the fact that that is a thing. Exploding bomb there. Unexploded bomb. About halfway, and we've got about a life left. So in theory, even if we die, I think we should probably be okay. If you hear my dog, I apologise. Fortunately, I'm not able to. The mute button on him. I was. Make these videos more consistent. The neighbour goes out and makes a noise, and the dog goes a bit crazy. We've got 1 life left, and he's got about maybe a 1/3 health left. Maybe we're being a bit optimistic there, or pessimistic, I guess. You can be pessimistic about an enemy's health. Survive this, and I think we should be able to do some decent damage. Hopefully, we'll put us in good step. Get rid of him. I have enjoyed this level. It is a good level, to be fair. We should get it done now. I can't see why we wouldn't. I think this is one of my favourite characters, actually, to be fair. Consistency wise, in terms of his weapon, I think it works. It works well. Be able to get rid of him. I think basically one more hit and he's done. I think he's done. He is out of there. I don't know why he's still standing there like that. I think that might just be weird animation in the game. But yeah, we've done. We've finished that level. Episode 10 has been completed. It took us 9 minutes, which is quite long for a episode in this game. Generally speaking, they take 5, 6, 8 minutes. But this is a 9-minute long episode. Total hits of 522 and longest hit streak 69. And total KOs are 126. Now we'll just watch the outro video. Blowing up, whatever's blowing up there. The legs. The body is going to now have some legs. Nice. Makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't really tell us a lot about what's going on in there. I've noticed it looks like they were trying to feed him a bit of pizza. So, I'm going to leave you there. When we come back next episode, we'll be on episode 11. Thank you for watching and goodbye.